Hello and welcome to another episode of my Working with Todoist series. My name is Pullein and today I am going to show you how I connect Todoist with my Notes app, which is an app called Evernote. Now, I've been doing this for years. It's just natural for me to think in this way. It works beautifully with the time sector system, and hopefully in this video I will give you a clear demonstration on why I believe it's better to keep your project details outside of Todoist. Remember, Todoist is a task manager, not a project manager, and I've seen all sorts of problems over the years where people are trying to manage projects within Todoist, and hopefully this video will give you a much clearer picture on why I believe it's better to keep projects outside of Todoist and how I connect the two apps together. Now, I've done videos on this many times before, but I've had a lot of questions in the last few weeks about this, so I thought I'm going to put together the definitive guide and hopefully show you. Now, just a quick point here, this doesn't have to be Evernote. Evernote is just my choice. You could be using Obsidian, you could be using OneNote, and when iOS 15 comes out, Apple Notes will work beautifully with this as well. So just to give you that heads up that this is not really to tell you you must use Evernote, because you can use pretty much any Notes app that allows you to connect the Note, I get a web link basically from the Note to Todoist, and that's all you need to know. Okay, before we go any further, I would just like to say if you do get any value from this video, please help me by clicking on that like button below, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you want to get all the latest tips, tricks and news on using Todoist, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let me take you into Todoist now and I'll show you how I connect Todoist and Evernote together. Okay, so this week what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep things simple. I'm not going to overload you with lots and lots of different tasks. What I'm going to show you here is essentially how I am managing my projects. And as I mentioned in the introduction, this is one of the most commonly asked questions about the time sector system. Now, a task like this right up here, continue working on time sector system book. Now, this is an existing project that I am working on right now. And I'm going to actually go into here because this is a task that comes up every day. So I'm just going to type EV day, which means it's going to repeat every day forever. I don't know at this stage when I will finish writing this book. Now, I'm currently about 75% of the way of writing the first draft. Then I've got the editing to do and any rewriting of chapters, etc. So I don't know at this stage. So as far as I'm concerned, this is going to be an ongoing project. Now, the goal is to get this finished by sometime in December. Maybe, though, I need to extend that a little bit further. I'm not too worried. And so what I've got with a task like this is I connect this directly to the project note in Evernote. So what I will do is when I see this come up on my task list every day, which it does, and it comes up as an objective task, so I can just show you exactly what it would look like every day. 9 times out of 10, this is going to be one of my outcomes for the day, that I want to write at least 1,000 words on this book every single day until I've completed the first draft. So what I would do now is in the morning, I will come in and I will see, okay, this is what is on my task list for today. I'm going to click on that immediately. Now, on the Mac these days, since Big Sur, you will be asked, do you want to allow this page to open Evernote? I'm going to click yes, and it's going to open up my time sector system book, which you can see right here. Now, I have my outcomes here. I have my deadlines here. So my first draft should be finished by the end of next month. First edit by the end of October. The cover design by the end of September. Final edits by the 30th of November. And my goal is to publish this book by the 15th of December. Now, right in here, I'm just adding a lot of different notes. It's because this is my dumping ground. I'm just going to dump stuff in here. These are the things that I actually want to work on as and when they need working on. And that's fine. That's it. I don't need to keep this part here clean and tidy, because really this is a section that I'm looking at most frequently, and I can make this bold if I want. I can highlight this if I want to. I can do that, and I can make it even bigger. So this is an area that I really want to be working on, and as you can see, I'm crossing them out. Now, the reason why I do it this way, hang on, let me go back to Todoist, is I want to keep my Todoist clean and tight. I don't want to see, let's go back here, all these tasks here, because this essentially is the task list, adding chapters. Remember, I'm writing the first draft. So I don't want to be seeing like all these additional tasks in there, because what's going to happen is this will become overwhelming. My today list will just become ridiculously overwhelming. And I don't know, I'm jumping back in here, sorry. I don't know which of these chapters I'm going to write on a day-to-day basis. I'm not that organized. What I'm usually doing is, what am I in the mood to write? Do I want to write about being proactive versus being reactive? Do I want to write about controlling your time or managing email? I can come in on a day-to-day basis and say, yes, I'm in the mood to write about email. So this is what I will do. I will just pick up this particular section and just write on that. Once it's written, I can strike through as I've done here, and that can be done, and I can move on to the next chapter. So this is where I want to keep that. Todoist is telling me what I need to do. The details of what I need to do does not want to be in Todoist. Sure, I could create what I call the floating project. So if I click in here, I can add subtasks, but again, it's just going to make it so messy. I don't want to see that. I want this to keep this clean and tight. So let's just come out of that for a moment. Now, another one that I use, and this I use on a not on a day-to-day basis, but certainly on a week-to-week basis, is to review my master project list. I keep getting the question about where, if you don't have all your projects in this area right here, how do you know what projects you're working on? Well, I have a remaster project list. And again, in my real Todoist, this task is part of my weekly planning session. So I can come to this task. Now, what I've done in this particular one is I've shown, what I wanted to do was show you something first. As you can see, I've actually got the link in the description part of Todoist in this one, not here. So this just give you a few alternative ways of actually creating this. And so I will click on that. So let's just from here. So from my daily list, when I'm doing my planning, I can just click on that. That's going to, again, it's going to open up Evernote, and it's going to open up my master project list. And inside my master project list is just, my master project list is basically just a table, and I've got all the things that the projects, this is my real project list, and all the projects that I'm working on. Red for me means this is the most important project this quarter, and that's what I'm working on. This is my second most important quarter, like if you like, it could be personal, business, whatever. And I've got these ones that I'm working on also at the moment, although the house move, I've nothing to do until October. But what I want to do then is when I'm here, I can think, well, what's really going on with this particular project here? I can now click on this here, and that's going to take me directly to my time sector system book. And in a sense, what we're doing there is a little bit like backlinking. So I'll go to my master project list there. What we're doing essentially there is I'm backlinking. So I can actually get straight to my notes. And that doesn't take a lot of setting up. I can create the project note. I can put the project link into here so I can get quick access to any of my projects that I'm working on, and boom, it's there. It's ready to go. And that's the way I like to keep my Todoist, and this is how I keep Todoist clean and tight, which is also one of the reasons why I don't have hundreds and hundreds of tasks each day to do. I would average round about, say, I'd say 20 tasks a day, 10 of which are my objective tasks, if you like. There's 2 objective tasks and 8 should do tasks. Most of the rest are generally just routines that I have to do. They just have to be done. So there you go. That's what I wanted to show you, because it's a question I'm consistently asked, particularly about the time sector system, is how are you managing your projects if they are not in this area here? And just one point I should make out for those of you who are using GTD. GTD does not have you put your projects in this list here either. This area here in GTD is actually where you would put your contexts. This would be like people, place, or tools. So you'd have at computer, at work, at home, at wife, at husband, at partner, whatever you have, that's where you would put that. So this is not an unusual thing. Your projects in GTD are managed in what's called project support folders, which again are outside of your task manager. So there you go, just to let you know. This is not particularly revolutionary. Just the problem I find is those people who have projects down here end up with hundreds of projects, which makes the reviewing process so long. And also, when I used to use it that way, I found that's where most of my tasks went to die, never to be seen again. So it was just a pointless exercise. This way, I am hyper-focused on what's happening this week. That's the only thing I need to worry about. What's happening this week? And as you can see, on tasks that come up on a regular basis, like this one, it's a project that I'm working on. I just click on that and I'm taken to the right note, which gives me the project materials that I need in order to work on that project. Well, thank you very much for watching this episode. And it just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Hello, thank you very much for watching my videos. Now I have something exciting to tell you about. Recently I have developed a brand new time management system. It's a system designed to manage your time in the 21st century. The world has changed a lot over the last 20 years. In fact, it's actually changed a lot this year. And what we need now is a system, a time management system that is very easy to use, easy to maintain, so that you can spend more of your time doing the work. And that's what the time sector system is all about. It's going to change your whole belief system about the way a time management system should work, because this focuses on when you are going to do the task. And let's be honest, it doesn't matter how motivated, inspired, or how urgent something is. If you don't have time to do it, it is never going to get done. And that's what this system is built around, getting your work done, so you can spend more of your time doing the things that you want to do. I hope you join me in this course. The full details of the course are in the show notes below, so please join me, and thank you very much for watching this brief video.